Good afternoon. Thank you for coming. My name is Julie Collier. I'm a founding member of Teacher Freedom Alliance. I'm here with other teachers to tell the NEA that enough. We've had enough of your anti-American, anti-student, and anti-teacher rhetoric. We're finished with that. We can teach without you, and we need to teach without you. We are uniting with parents, with legislators, with everyone else who understands that the problem in America's education today is the teachers' unions. And we're right here to say enough, we're done. And today I want to welcome Aaron Wythe with Freedom Foundation.
Thanks, Julie. The pandemic exposed to the world what conservatives have known for decades, and that's the teachers' unions, and specifically the National Education Association, is both a pillar for the Democratic political infrastructure and a fanatical advocate for progressive social and economic policies. The teachers' union is now under more scrutiny than ever before, and rightfully so. Not only that, but more teachers have left their unions in the last 5 years than ever before because of it. But instead of moderating its views and its behavior, the NEA has doubled down on its far-left activism and its so-called resistance actions by condemning the president as a fascist, attacking law enforcement, and finally enforcing immigration laws and promoting vicious anti-Semitism while Israel defends itself from terrorists. And of course, that goes without mentioning the LGBTQ ideology that we see today in our public classrooms. The NEA's priorities are all about politics and have nothing to do with educating our kids. I'm here at the Teacher Freedom Alliance just down the street with 400 educators, some of them are with me today, to take a stand against the National Education Association. And I can tell you, just having conversations with these people, these are the people that we want in our classrooms. We want these guys promoting traditional education values and bringing meritocracy back to our classrooms and bringing exceptionalism back to our classrooms. And the people that are not doing that are the people that are sat in these offices today. These political ideologues are not our friends. The NEA is wholly unworthy of any special status or federal recognition, and the Freedom Foundation applauds Senator Marsha Blackburn and Representative Harris for boldly continuing the important conversation about the NEA's federal charter, congressional action on the NEA's federal charter, whether that be removing it entirely or stripping it or changing how it operates. That's something that the Freedom Foundation supports. We can expect more legislation next week that does exactly that. Here with me is someone that's been on the front lines of exposing the teachers' unions and the National Education Association, Corey DeAngelis, who has also got a few words to say. Thank you.
How's everybody doing? Let's make sure the mic is doing okay before I get started. Yeah, thank you.
Sorry about that. Let's just tighten this up. All right. Come on now. Okay. Good.
Boom. Had some technical difficulties, but it's not as bad as Zoom school or remote learning, which we should have called it remotely learning, because people like Becky Pringle and the NEA, what did they do? They lobbied the CDC to make it more difficult to reopen schools during COVID. They held children's education hostage for billions of dollars in ransom payments from taxpayers. But you know what? Becky Pringle does not represent everyday teachers. We have plenty of teachers behind me today who are saying no more radicalization of our classrooms, no more radicalization and politicization of our children. We're gonna get CRT out of the classroom. We're gonna get gender ideology out of the classroom. And it's time to revoke the NEA's federal charter once and for all. They've had it for over 100 years. The NEA has this special privilege they've been granted by Congress since 1906. No other union in the country has this special privilege. It's time to yank it. Enough is enough. They've strayed so far from their original mission. They're supposed to be about representing teachers, educating kids. They're not doing any of those things, and it's so obvious. This is perfect timing for this, for the Freedom Foundation and the Teacher Freedom Alliance to have this press conference, to have their annual convention this year, because the NEA just had their own annual convention earlier this month, and guess what they did? They passed everything to do with politics, nothing to do with education, and in that resolution to call Trump, our duly elected president of the United States, a fascist, guess what they did? They misspelled the word fascism. Stop. You gotta be kidding me, right? You can't even make this up. The union that's supposed to be representing nearly 3 million educators can't even spell the word fascism. That is free advertising for homeschooling and school choice, and that's why so many teachers right now are deciding to run away from the teachers union, because teachers unions hurt kids, they also hurt teachers. Think about it, since 1970, spending per student has gone up by 170% in real terms. Teacher salaries, are any of you guys seeing it? No, it's been flat, only a 3% increase over the same period. So let's yank their federal charter, let's defund the socialists at the teachers union. They also passed a resolution to fight against any enforcement of immigration policy. They had other Trump derangement syndrome resolutions, including calling him an authoritarian. But guess what they didn't do? In 2019, they failed to pass a resolution to rededicate themselves to being about, guess what? Student learning. They killed that resolution. It's just so obvious. And one last thing, at their annual convention, they chose to elevate one person as their Teacher of the Year. Were you guys Teacher of the Year from the NEA? No, they didn't pick you guys. They picked, guess who? The person from Pennsylvania who let the mask slip at their annual convention when she said for the world to see in her speech that her job as a teacher is what she says is deeply political and always has been. If that doesn't tell the story, I don't know what will tell that story. So thank you, Freedom Foundation. Thank you, Teacher Freedom Alliance. You guys are here to restore sanity to education, to reward good teachers for doing right by children, and to get Becky Pringle off the stage. She is an unhinged lunatic. I don't know who's worse, Randy Weingarten or Becky Pringle. She just yelled the entire time at her annual convention. It's just free advertising for school choice and homeschooling. Thank you guys so much for having me. Thank you for coming out. And thank you, Becky Pringle, for doing more to advance education freedom and homeschooling than anyone could have ever imagined. We couldn't have done it without you.
Finally, I just want to speak to the teachers out there, the ones that have been quiet, the ones that have been oppressed by the teachers unions. We are here for you. Come join us at Teacher Freedom Alliance. We are here for you. We are your people. We, the teachers, we are the real teachers. Join us. We are in the front lines, not only educating our students, but also defending our students against the radical politics of NEA, AFT, and all the other that goes along with it. So please come and join us. We're here for you. We love you. Thank you.